Hey everybody, it's Abby, and I'm so glad you're back to do some crafts with us. Today's craft is going to be a little bit different than last week because this is Easter weekend. And I'm also going to do the tutorial with pictures and video while I speak, so you'll have a better view of what's going on. And this week's video is a little bit more fast-paced than last week's, so definitely pause as you go if you need to, if you want to follow along as I go. So today we are making Easter crosses out of an egg carton. Eggs are a very classic Easter symbol, a symbol of new life, and of course the cross is a symbol for Jesus. So like last week, our craft is simple and it can be made with materials that you have all around your home. So first, let's get all of our materials together. So I've started with my egg carton. Now I'll need scissors, glue, Elmer's are hot, paint, string, white paper, markers, hole punch, glitter, glitter, more glitter, glitter, glitter. Wait, I think that's enough. Let's back up. Okay, so let's start with our egg carton again. So the first thing we're going to do is cut off the top. So we don't really need that, and we're just going to trim, cut it right off. And we'll cut off this little flap thing too. We don't really need that. Now we're going to cut each individual little cup out. So we're going to need 6 of them. I cut 8 just to be safe, but you can start by cutting them by 2s. And we will cut them all out and then separate them into their own individual ones. And there we go. So next, I'm just going to flip them all over and then trim off that extra little stuff. So I want to make my bottoms a little bit rounder. You don't have to do this, it just makes it look a little bit neater when you start to glue them together. So now that I've done that, I will get rid of all my scraps and line my cups up into a cross shape. So I only needed 6, and there we go. So that's my cross. Okay, so we're going to use some hot glue, and I'll show you just glue the sides like that. Now, if you don't have any hot glue, you can use Elmer's, but it takes a lot longer to dry, so you'll have to plan in time. Now, if you don't have any glue at all, I'm going to show you how you can use a stapler. So grab my stapler. And, oop, doesn't work. Okay, let me get a different stapler. This one should work. Boom. Staple the sides right on the edge. And that will make it so you don't have to use glue. Now, there we have our cross. So now it's time to paint it. So in this, I'm going to use some yellow paint, but you can use any kind of paint that you want. So you can use lots of different colors, or if you don't have any paint, you can also decorate with markers. But in this, I'm just going to paint with one color, just the yellow, to show you how I just cover all of the bottom of the egg cartons. Okay, so now the best thing would be to let this dry, but since I'm doing this in one continuous shot, I'm just going to work with it wet. So because of that, I can add some glitter. So I'm going to add glitter on here. If you don't want to use glitter, or if your mom or dad says no glitter, that's totally fine. I just wanted to use some glitter to add a little sparkle, and the best time to do it is when the paint is wet, but you can also do it when you just add some glue on top. So now that I've added the glitter, next what I'm going to do is add a little heart in the center. And so I'm going to start by getting my white paper, and I'm going to just trace a little heart. That one's too big, smaller. And I'm going to start by cutting out the smaller. Trim. Okay. And next I'm going to write on the heart, "He is risen," because he is risen indeed on Easter. And I'm just going to glue that heart right to the center of my cross. So there it is. And now I'm going to finish it off with some sequins. And if you don't have sequins, that's okay. You can use buttons or pom-poms or any kind of little things that you want to glue on to decorate your cross. So my next step is going to be adding the string. So I'm going to grab my hole punch the top, and remember, it might be wet. And then grab some string, cut it, tie it through, struggle at every kind of knot, finally get it, and there we go. So our final product is here. I hope you enjoyed this craft. I hope this worked for you. And again, if you missed any steps, I know I went quick, so feel free to just back it up and pause where you need it. And I hope you enjoy, and I hope that you have a very, very happy Easter. Bye, everybody.